Me and Rose feel some brain.
Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Susa Abdul, and on my today's video I'm going to take you to a book review with my friend. And then last year I was opportune to be in a book review book named La Vie et Rose. And La Vie et Rose is actually a French phrase. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it very well because I'm not good with French. It means life in pink. So this group was introduced to me through a friend. She actually sent me the link that I should register, and hopefully they accepted my request. La Vie et Rose provide platform for young goal-oriented ladies to grow, explore through reading, book reviews, have fun, and explore. Yes, that's my favorite part. And this platform has a WhatsApp group and Instagram handle where we do have online review, and this thing we share our own favorite quotation from the book we read. And I'm telling you, these ladies are amazing. They are just awesome, and you can testify that later in the video. Yes, stay tuned. So it's a tradition of a member of this group to read a book per month, and I joined around August, and from August till date I read almost 5 books. During August we read this thing, Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. September we read Beyond Seduction. I forgot the name of the author. And October we read Things Around. It's Half of a Yellow Sun. We read Half of a Yellow Sun by Chimamanda. Oh my god, I love this author. Like, I used to stalk her on YouTube and Facebook. She's charming, the way she speaks. I do listen to her speech, like a lot of her speech videos in Yale, Harvard. She's just gorgeous. I love her. And by November we read this thing. We read Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy, and December we read Goals by Brian Tracy. That's the Goals by Brian Tracy. We do share soft copy, or sometimes we buy the hard copy one. Anyone, that's the book. So, and on this month of January, we're going to do the review of last month's book. That's The Goals by Brian Tracy. It says, what's this? How to get everything you want faster than you ever thought possible. So we're going to do a review of this book, like last month's book, last year's book, this month. And I'm going to take you to the book review. So guys, let me shower, prepare, and take you with me to meet the Hills and Friends in Maiduguri. Yes.
A few moments later.
So guys, I'm all set for the review. I'm heading out together with Aisha. The venue is in Chill Inn. So, see you there. Well, you can see me wearing my shirt. It's sunny here in Maiduguri, seriously. So I have to protect my eyes.
Actually, when I saw chapter 10 and 11, I said,
Sorry,
what is that? 10
I'm very sorry, my sister. Please, you girls, you have 1.5 free, somebody sponsored. So whatever, you can place an order beyond 1.5, but you complete it, but the budget for you.
Okay, thank you.
So go and place it now.
Alright.
The first one, you talk about the roadblocks to starting something, and it says 10 to 20%, 10 to 20 rules. That's 80% is your own, your own inner self, and then the 20 is the one of the outer one. That's influence from outside, all the challenge from outside. It all depend on that 20. But the 80 is your inner self, to conquer your own self. Have that confidence in your own self that once you have started, you can be able to complete it. Yes. It also talk about confidence. For you to build your own confidence, you have to know what you are doing. You have to read and study. And it also said that there is, I forgot the man's name, that studied for almost 20 years, 25 years, just to achieve one thing. And in the whole book of this goal, it never talk about I can't.
Yes.
It's never talk about I can't. So in everything, there is nothing that one cannot achieve once he has that in his mind. So first thing is for us to conquer our own self. And whatever has been learned can be unlearned through practice and repetition. One thing you will, as in anything in this world that you want to learn, you can learn it. And if that thing you don't want to, as in you want to throw it out, you want to kind of as in stop it, you can do it. There is nothing that is unlearned that you cannot unlearn it. As in that is learned that you cannot unlearn it. So that's one thing I key, and then the last one I talk about confidence and courage. That will help us to conquer our fear and doubt. That's in chapter 11. Thank you.
Well, my own chapter is analyze your belief, and this chapter is talking about you do not believe what you see, you see only what you believe. We are having this mindset that we do have a lot of belief about ourselves, and we don't believe that we can conquer this thing. This thing I will take it personally because I have a lot of issue with this chapter. I do have belief on a lot of things personally in my life, but I can't conquer it. I used to ask my friends, can I do this? I do have this belief that I can do it, but I cannot trust myself on things. Yes, I have some doubt about it. And you ask, yes, I don't have confidence on me at all. Whatever the mind can believe, it can achieve it. So what you believe, you can achieve it. I can give you a snapshot story of myself. I'm a radiography. I'm studying radiography, but I have interest in something different. Yes, I'm vlogging. I want to be a YouTuber.
Yeah, I saw your page.
Yes, I have this interest since last 3 years. I used to do a small video with my phone. I used to ask my friend, can I do this? They'll say, you cannot do? No. And then I'll believe them. I don't have confidence in myself. But when I read this book, the next chapter is start at the beginning. When you want to do something, you should start at the beginning. You don't need to expect to start something at the center or at the end. So that's it for today.
Nice one.
Thank you.
Wow. Yeah, that was a powerful one.
And then this one said, refuse to compromise your dreams. Today here, if there's anybody that tell me that it will not go international, this is what I want to do, and I will not compromise this standard for anybody's belief.
But once you start thinking it is like a light bulb,
Yeah.
you just start seeing it.
Yeah, exactly. So there was something he said, and then I deduced this saying from another person who I heard him say it. Your internal environment will also control your external environment.
Yeah.
There was actually Robert Kiyosaki, the guy that wrote Poor Dad, that said, he was like, okay, yeah. He was like, if your internal environment is, I want to find a job, your external environment will be like, there are no jobs. Because it's like, I want to find a job, if I don't find a job, I will die.
Yeah.
Then you come out and it's like, there is no jobs to be found. But if you already know that, okay, there are no jobs, and your mind is like, I'm going to create a job, you go about finding ways to actually create the job for yourself. And then said, pay attention to achieving your goals. Wherever your attention goes, your life goes. So if you're not paying attention, and then I think that's it. Create a system of setting steps to achieving your goals, and I pray we achieve these goals by God's grace. Amen.
Well done, Bolale. That was energetic. Well done. I I think the part from what she said, what really stood out for me, or maybe because it stood out for me when I was reading it, was that part of knowing those things that stand in the way of achieving your goal, and those things that will help you achieve the goals. So sometimes you may say something is your goal, not because it is actually your goal, but because people think that that should be your goal.
Yeah.
Now, the people around you think that you should be a chartered accountant. The people around you think that you should be married, or you have age to marry, so you should be married. The people around you think that you should be doing a white collar job because that's the path. Everybody should work have a job and have a side hustle. That's the pattern. And the thing is that sometimes you may set your goal unconsciously, not because it's your goal, but because it's the goal, is what people expect of you to be the goal. Now, if you do that, it's a goal, you have written it down, but it's just like a wish. Because in your subconscious, inside of you, that's not what you really want. Susu was just saying how people think in people's mind. Let me just say, for their mind, she's radiographer, graduate, working in hospital, probably go and work in be a lecturer or something in that field. Like, people have that path for you because that's the pattern. That's the expected pattern. So sometimes you may pattern your goal alongside what people think.
Yes.
You are writing it on pen and paper as your goal. In your heart, it's not your goal.
Yes.
But it's just
your wish.
When you graduate, get a job. So my goal is to get a job. But in your heart, maybe your goal is actually to get married. So you are not even applying for a job, you are looking for a boyfriend. No, seriously, because you are not being honest with yourself. Because people think you should get a job. You now write it as your goal, but in your mind, it's not your goal. And so you are not working towards it now.
Yeah.
You've written it, it's a wish. But you are not working towards it because it's not a priority. In your heart of hearts, it's not what you are thinking. What is on your mind is different. The truth is that you know that deep down in your heart, your goal is that thing that once you wake up in the morning,
That's the first thing.
it triggers you. There are some things that you can do. You will stay up all night.
I can tell you this.
You will stay up all night doing. You can spend your money on it. You can spend your data on it. You can spend your. It's your passion. In your heart of hearts, it's actually your goal. It's just that people don't know.
Yes.
So if they ask you what you
Maybe
want
you
to
yourself,
achieve,
you not even realize.
you too, you have not.
You are
not being honest.
No,
with
the
yourself.
thing is, you have realized, but now you are scared of opening up to being
Because it does not match
It doesn't
with
align
what
with
society's
yes,
expectation.
Yeah.
But if it's not for you, even if it's you yourself, that's why I was saying when you're setting goals, it's you, not another person.
Yeah.
It's you, your goal. That's why it's your goal. It's not our goal. So sometimes don't be tempted to chip in what people think should be your goal as your goal. The tendency, what will happen is that when you do that, you will write it. You man, you say I write goal. We wrote goal. We join everybody to write goal. That's why the book is not saying that. They say people are discouraged from. Sometimes you tell people to write goal and they'll be like, why would we write goal? As it comes, as it comes, it goes. This life is unpredictable. You never. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Do you know why they're saying that? Because over the years, they've written goals in quotes, and they've not achieved them. So they're like this goal thing is only on paper, and it doesn't happen in reality. But I think we should just, when we go out of here, we should first have the understanding that it's my goal. Number two, it doesn't have to be big in the eye of, it doesn't have to fit into what people think, because people think that because your goal is to make $1 billion, me too, my goal, I should have that kind of goal. But if it's not really doing you to achieve that, it's not your goal.
It can be realistic to someone else.
Yes, it makes sense that money is important, pursue it, yes, it's good. but maybe you is something else.
Yeah.
So when you even say that we do it, yes, you follow them. Everybody is writing 1 billion dollar, you might follow. Everybody is writing, I'll do 5 professional. You can summarize it. You have read the book also.
My own chapter is 19 and 20, and 19 is talking about unlock your inborn creativity. He said that all of us have 100% mental power, but we don't use it. Most of the successful people use 2% of their mental power. Creativity is a natural ability possessed in quantity by virtually everyone. It's inborn. Then in dealing with each problem effectively, he gave us 4 steps that we should define the problem first. And then we all know that defining a problem is half solving it. Then we say the causes, what causes the problem, and ask what are the possible solutions to that problem. You should write like 20 solutions to a single problem and take the best solution, then work with it. The second chapter is talking about, there's this part that they asked one successful old man that how did he get successful. Then he said he saw a school bulletin board, and they wrote, your success in life will be in direct proportion to what you do after you do what you are expected to do. That you should add more.
Yeah.
People will expect you to do only this, then after you finish that one, you can add more. That's what keeps him going.
So your success, can you read that again so that you see?
Your success in life will be in direct proportion to what you do after you do what you are expected to do.
So it's still talking about going an extra mile.
Yes.
It's like they ask you to read 2 chapters, or you now read 1 extra.
Yes.
Or you read the entire.
That will actually make you stand
Yeah,
out.
so you are doing yourself good. It's not so bad. Let me do my own now. This writes, I don't know if anybody read this chapter of Review Your Goals Daily. What do you guys think about it? Like writing, rewriting, and writing your goals. So this every day.
Maybe you can.
It does change with time.
Well, the
It's
daily
not
can
something
it
that
fit?
to be fixed. The goal is
Yeah.
there, but the process of reaching the goals can be changed to be kind of blending as time goes.
Or maybe you should review it yearly or after 3 months. After 3 months, what?
So
It depends
I
on
just
how it
asked
works.
because a lot of people will find this very cumbersome. Like, why would I want to be writing my goal? Anyway, it's stress, it's wahala. I should have written the goal, I know it. Now, I remember someone was saying, one of us was saying in the last review that this writing of goal does not work for her. Like, she can't write goal. That anytime she writes something like to do this, she doesn't achieve it. But when she doesn't write it, she achieves. Now I wanted to just debunk that because it's not about. I said it's not about writing. It's how is it that you achieve the time you did not write? It's because when you didn't write it, you are actually thinking about it. Now, when they say you become what you think about most of the time. You become what you think about most of the time. Whatever you hold in your mind on a continuous basis, you can have. Whatever you hold in your mind on a continuous basis, you can have. Now that's the brain behind the reviewing your goals daily. The reason they are saying you should review your goals daily is not for you to just write and fill your book with paper. The whole idea is for you to write it and keep writing it until it's, first of all, when you write something and you write it, it sinks in. That's one. Secondly, when you rewrite it, it was something he said about writing, like if you write it today and you write tomorrow, it may not tally with what you wrote. Like you will find out that maybe something you wrote before, you did not write the next day, and something you didn't write before, you wrote the next day. Now what it's helping you do is for you to actually prioritize your goal, because when you keep writing, you will now discover that some of these goals are wishes and some are really goals, because as you are waking up every day and you are saying your goal is to write ICANN and you have not yet registered, One day will come that as you are rewriting the goal, you won't put I can in the list because you are rewriting it. You have
At some
you
point,
now
you
have
feel you can't
you
even-
have the understanding. It's not that you can't, but you have the understanding that it's not a posted
In the mind.
in the mind before it now existed in reality. So with that being said, I'll just read out this poem which is in the last. Don't quit. It's the poem I want to read. Don't quit. When things go wrong, as they sometimes will, when the road you are trudging seems all uphill, when the funds are low and the debts are high, and when you want to smile but you have to sigh, when care is pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but don't quit. Life is square with its twists and turns, as every one of us sometimes learns, and many a failure turns about when he might have won had he stuck it out. Don't give up though the pace seems slow. You may succeed with another blow. Success is failure turned inside out. The silver tint of the clouds of doubt, and you never can tell how close you are. It may be near when it seems so far. So stick to the fight when you are hardest hit. It's when things seem worst that you must not quit. So, if there's anything we should take back home,
Okay guys, I'm back in the dorm. I'm sorry I didn't come got it when I'm coming back. I was very tired. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to please subscribe to my channel, and see you next week. Yeah.